Hello, my name is Keith Haswell. I'm a professional astrologer and I've got 25,000 clients worldwide, and I'm also a teacher on astrology, meditation, reincarnation and related subjects. It's my pleasure to welcome you to my website and to my teachings. This is video number 2, and in this video I'm looking at a basic question that all of us have to ask ourselves in life. It's the question of the universe and its origin. Is there a God? The main reason, though, that we all question whether or not there is a God, there is a creator, is because of science. Science, we have a great respect for science. It's science that's given us this video recorder that allows me to speak to you all over the world and to be able to upload this video in a matter of a couple of hours and have it being watched by people all over the world like yourself who are hungry for knowledge. They've given us our television sets, they've given us our mobile phones. I watched a show on TV the other night, and it was by the brilliant scientist Stephen Hawking, and he had this show which asked the question, is there a God? And I thought, yeah, I'd like to watch this and just see the way that their reasoning goes. And he said that he didn't subscribe to this hypothesis of there being a God. And he said that I've got a cookbook here which shows the ingredients that are necessary in order to be able to create a universe. Because the natural question that comes to mind, if there's not a God, who created the universe? And he says these 4 ingredients are matter, energy, space and time. And then he goes on to explain a little bit about these. And it's quite a plausible argument when he puts it across in this way. He says that we found in the early 20th century, through the genius of Einstein, that matter and energy are interchangeable terms. His theory of relativity and his famous equation, E equals mc squared, basically says that energy and matter are interchangeable terms. In other words, energy equals matter times the speed of light squared. And so therefore he says we can reduce matter and energy to energy. And that means that we now only have 3 ingredients in the cookbook that's necessary to create the universe. And then he says that space and time have been shown with Einstein's theory of relativity to also be interchangeable. That we in fact live in a space-time continuum. And that reduces it down to 2 ingredients, energy and space. And he says that it's been shown that all of space is in fact full of this negative energy. And that therefore is an equal balance between those 2. And so he reduces it to one thing, and that is energy. Okay, well, who put the energy there? The energy all happened in a big bang, and that produced matter and space and time. Okay, but who created the Big Bang? Can these things just occur randomly for no reason at all? In the world of quantum physics with subatomic particles and so forth, that indeed there are such things as photons and subatomic particles that just come into being and then disappear from being quite at random for no reason at all. So therefore they're able to theorize that the universe came into being because of this energy and its counterpart of the negative energy. So it's all very plausible to the non-thinking person. And what about the human body with all of its intricacies, with the immune system, the digestive system, the circulatory system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, and the lymphatic system? Oh, absolutely amazing. And all the DNA that's there. They say that everything comes from the DNA. But there's no incomplete DNA there. It had to be like that in the first place for it to be a complete human being. Yeah, to say that the human body just happened by chance out of some random form of evolution and natural selection is the same as saying that a Boeing 747 aircraft just happened as a result of an explosion in an engineering factory. And what about all of the creativity in all the flowers? You can look at the beautiful orchids, and you know, there was an orchid display recently in my local shopping centre, and I went and had a look at all of these different orchids, and every single leaf of an orchid has got a different distribution of colour and design on it. Not one of those leaves was the same. Why? How does science answer that one? And what about all of the creativity that's there? Yeah, look, they can't answer the question, where did life come from? They can't create one bit of something that's alive. They believe in life and they believe in the laws of nature, but it's very, very much against their career best interests to mention the idea of a designer, a God, a divine being, but they're missing out on so much because of this. The only thing that their instruments can measure is the dense physical, the liquid, the gaseous, and the lowest form of the etheric energy, which is the area where light and subatomic particles exist as energy forms. And that they are lacking so much in humility. They expect that every single life form that could possibly exist in the universe would have to be the same as us, and that every state of consciousness would be no higher than the human level of consciousness. So they're lacking greatly in humility when they expect everything to be just a replica of our consciousness and our intelligence, and they don't leave open the possibility of anything higher in consciousness and higher in intelligence than the human level. I feel so sad for all of the scientists and all those who don't believe in a God, because God and Goddess are our partners. They are our creators, and they are our partners, and they have set laws in the universe which allow us to create our reality. And the most beautiful thing that they've given us is the gift of eternal life. We can never, ever die. Think of what a beautiful gift that is, the gift of eternal life, that we can live dozens and dozens and dozens of lives until we reach a stage of relative perfection, and then we can choose to go on into higher dimensions of consciousness. To think that they have so much fear of death. Think, I was atheistic up until the age of 30. That was 38 years ago. And since I've discovered astrology, that is the thing that has helped me to put the pieces of the puzzle together. They say that astrology is a load of hogwash and that the planets can't possibly have any impact upon human nature. But yet I do horoscopes for people, 25,000 of them, and in every one of them cases, I've told them all about themselves and all about their past 5 years and all about the future 5 years. And I'm prepared to do the same for you, free of charge, to help you to understand how astrology works. And if you can find any degree of accuracy there that you can attribute to the science of astrology, then that means that all of the planets are not just blobs of matter, as we are assured by science, but that they are hands of a cosmic clock. That's the way to prove that God exists to yourself. So the way to prove to yourself that God and Goddess exist is to have your horoscope done by a competent professional astrologer. And you will then see that your personality is made up depending on the location of the planets at the time that you took your first breath. And then you can start going through my intensives and learn about all the intricacies of the body and the intricacies of the science of meditation, and learn how you can create your reality more in accordance and compliance with your will, instead of your subconscious will through your blockages. And you can invite God and Goddess into your life as co-creators in your reality. The most intelligent, the most conscious beings in the universe, the origin of it all, and they're there available to be your partner, waiting for you to come home and become more that you can be, all that you can be and more. Yes, don't worry about the scientists anymore. Astrology will prove to you that there is a God, and God and Goddess love you and know your name. Thank you for your attentiveness, and I look forward to working with you should you decide to have your horoscope done. Thank you.